How is it going then, everybody? I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and this morning, or today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top wingers so far on FIFA 21. Please do remember that this is only my personal opinion. I'm very particular about the players that I use. Some players that you've used that you enjoy may not be on this because it's based on the people that I have used and that I have enjoyed so far. If you enjoy the video, please do give it a big thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel. We upload every day at 8 AM and 8 PM UK time. We are closing in on 100,000 subscribers, so a subscription is greatly appreciated. And we stream over on twitch.tv/FIFA Analyst. It's your best place to get answers to any questions that you may have. All of that good stuff. Let me know down in the comment section below whether you would like to see fullbacks or centre attacking mids next in this kind of series that we've been doing. You guys have really been enjoying these videos, so thank you for the support on them so far. Right then, less of me talking. Let's go and talk to you. But first of all, we're going to start with cheap, middle of the range, and then expensive. I try to offer a wide variety of people that I've used and that I have enjoyed. And the first one is going to be Christian Pulisic. This guy, to be honest with you, I've used him. I mean, the problem that we've got nowadays is that we're already out of the starter squad phase. So this guy was great when the game came out on 9th of October. Now, he's kind of faded out a little bit already, which is crazy. But if you're kind of still at that phase yourself, this card, I've really enjoyed using him. He's 5'10", 4-star. I always talk about having good skill moves, having a good weak foot, and he gives you that. He's medium work rate. He's got good agility and balance. He's got pace. Stamina's all right. Strength is low, which is a downside to this card. But overall, gives you the ability to go forward, beat a man. Probably don't want to shoot with him because his finishing's at 72 and his composure is 72 as well. So he's not the best at finishing, but in terms of a winger, running at the man, getting past the man, he can do that very, very well for you. Sticking in the same league, the next man that we have got is going to be Felipe Anderson. And this guy, if I'm being truthful with you, he's had a downgrade from last year, so he's not as good as he was last year. You got two versions, obviously, because he has left West Ham now. I've used, obviously, the West Ham version when he was kind of out in drafts. He's now gone to Porto. This card it's good. It's not as good as it was last year, though. It's 4-star, 5'9", high medium, 88 acceleration, 89 sprint speed. With him now being in Liga NOS, it's harder to link, but because he's Brazilian, there's a way that you can work around it, or you can go and get the West Ham card, but obviously it's going to be a little bit more because it's now extinct. Stamina at 74. Got a bit better composure than Pulisic, but still got bad finishing. But again, brilliant agility, brilliant balance. Got the ability to get past a man, beat a man, and have a lot of joy with him. So I really enjoyed using that card. Got a little bit of flair to him as well, which, is always nice. Now, moving on to a different league. This is a card that a lot of you guys have probably used, and he was so hyped at the start of the game just because of the league that he was in and how cheap he was. He's now even dirt cheap. Like, you can pick up like 1,000 coins. He's 4-star, high low, 5'11". He's right-footed, and again got brilliant pace, got good agility, balance a little bit low. 81 finishing, 77 composure, 76 stamina, attacking position at 79, long shots 82, and 85 shot power as well, which is good. Okay passing and okay long passing as well, which obviously you want it for a winger. You want them to be able to pass the ball. But also, the main thing to me, when you're looking at a winger, a meta winger is someone that's got the agility, got skill moves, got weak foot, got the ability to beat the fullback and whip the ball in the box if you've got an opportunity to whip it in the box. These three guys so far give you the option to do that very, very well. And then moving over to kind of our last cheap option. By the way, I'm looking at left wing and right wing here. There's no specific on either one of them. It's Rafa. Rafa is a guy which I use as a super sub across my accounts just because he's so cheap. He's 3-star, 4-star. He's quick. He's 5'8". He's got brilliant agility, brilliant balance. He's rapid. Stamina's okay. He's got 81 composure, 74 finishing, 88 dribbling, 83 attacking positioning. The guy's always going to be cheap because he's not... Portuguese isn't a massive nation in terms of FIFA. You don't see loads of Portuguese players in people's squads. But also, he's not in the greatest league, being over in Liga NOS, similar to Felipe Anderson. But a really, really good card nonetheless, and one that I'd recommend you guys to have if you need a cheap winger. So moving over to the opposite side, actually, this time around, we are going to take a look at a man that has now left the team he was originally at and has gone to Leeds. So he's a bit better now that he's in the Prem. And you guys have seen this card in the Road to Glory. And he's been phenomenal for me. He's 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, 5'9". He's left-footed. Why do I like this card so much? He's got a lot of flair. He seems to be rapid. He can beat a man so well. His finishing is dreadful, I'm going to be honest with you. But when you're talking about getting into the box across and someone just volleying it. You know, the crosses that I always talk about, he just seemed to find the end of it really, really well. I used him on the Xbox account, had a lot of joy with him. 83 stamina, strength at 64 as well. Good agility, good ball control, good dribbling. You can't really want much more from him, and he's not going to cost you a lot. He's not going to break the bank. So if you're after that cheap winger, he can do that. Moving back over to the left-hand side now, this is a card which I always have a lot of fun with on FIFA. I didn't like him at first. I felt like he got shoved off the ball too easily with 62 strength. But I started to kind of get into my groove with him. The tip that I'd have with this guy is don't shoot and don't let anyone get near you. Pass the ball off before anyone gets near you and you'll be absolutely fine. And that is Venicious Junior playing for Real Madrid. He's 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He can do the Elastico. He can do the Sombrero. That's one thing that I really like in the players if I can do. He's 5'9" and he's got 95 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, brilliant ball control, brilliant dribbling. Finishing is about as useless as a wet fish. Is that even a saying? I don't know. I've made one now anyway, but he's not very good. And he's not very good at finishing, but he is a fun card to use. Moving over to the next guy, which you could argue he's probably better in the central attacking mid role, but I always enjoy this guy, and it's Morrow. Morrow is absolutely phenomenal. He's 4-star skill moves. And he is 5-star skill move, sorry, 4-star weak foot, 5'10", medium, 87 acceleration, 79 sprint speed. So not the quickest card, which is why he's not great over on the right attacking mid side. He's got good attacking positioning. He's got brilliant curve at 84, good composure, finishing at 79, good agility and good balance. It's going to cost you a little bit more than the other ones that we've spoken about because he's in the Premier League, but with a bad nation, he obviously stays down in price on that front. But very fun card to use nonetheless, and one of them ones that the Premier League lacks a little bit this year in diversity across the wingers, and he is one which I do recommend to people when they ask me who they would like to use on the right hand side. Now this guy, I always like to try and make sure we get good weak foot, right? Leroy Sanai doesn't have a good weak foot. He has a 3-star weak foot and he has 4-star skill moves. Why do I think this is an exception? He does have the outside of the foot trait, but also this year, weak foot doesn't seem to be as big of a deal. Players seem to finish even on their weak foot, so you can get by with that. But he's rapid, and he just runs, and he's got the power, and he's got decent shooting. He's got good composure. Well, for a winger anyway. 88 dribbling. Downside to this card, he doesn't have good stamina, and he doesn't have good strength, really, in the grand scheme of things. For what you're going to pay for this card, because he is very expensive. But yeah, you can get away, obviously, with a 3-star weak foot on this card. Why do I like him so much? High medium. The ability to run, and with that height that he's got, he has a bit more physical presence. He is weak, but he's got a bit more physical presence because of that height. Means he can get past his man very easily. It's quite hard to stop him in his tracks when he is running at you. Now, this guy I hated last year, but I like him this year. Again, you could argue, not this guy, sorry. You could argue this guy's better in the middle of the pitch, but I've played him out on the left-hand side and had a lot of joy with him. He seems to be better last year. He doesn't seem as clunky on the ball, and that is Eden Hazard. He's 4-star, high medium, and I think this card across the board ticks all the boxes. Good stamina, brilliant composure, good finishing, pace is good enough, agility and balance through the roof, reactions is good, attacking position, which is a good thing to have this year at 85 as well. Overall, very good card. What's the downside to this card? It's a fact that he's not one of the strongest cards, but you're never going to get them, to be honest with you. He has got the finesse shot. I found when you cut back in with him, if you can get a finesse shot off, he's really, really strong at just popping it in. With the 83 curve that he's got as well. It's definitely a card that you guys could pick up, and he's dirt cheap this year. The next man is sticking in the same league, actually, and you could argue this guy's better, again, in the centre mid-roll, centre attacking mid-roll, but your choice on where you want to play him, and that is Ousmane Dembele. Now, I'll be honest, at first, I didn't like this card loads when I used him. He was great last year. I found that in Division 1, high skill rating, he just didn't fit for me. He didn't click enough because of the teams I was coming up against. But I know that in FUT Champs, when you're a lower level player, and it depends obviously who you're playing against, you'll find loads of joy with this because he's got 5-star skill moves, he's got a 5-star weak foot. He can do everything for you absolutely fantastic. As I go back and find him, and there he is. He can do everything for you absolutely fantastic. His finishing is low at 75 and 80 composure, so you definitely want to increase that finishing if you can. But good agility and good balance and brilliant pace means that this guy can run. He can get past the man very easy with good skill moves. Stamina is low though, so you will need a sub in replacement for him. Moving on to the right hand side, and we're going to go back to the Premier League, and we're going to look at Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale normally is a card that I'm not a massive fan of. No, tell a lie. I have a love-hate relationship with Gareth Bale because sometimes he finishes chances that I don't expect him to finish, and other times he's absolutely phenomenal. And then other times he doesn't. He just hits. I'm like, you can finish that, and he just put it into Rose Ed. But 4-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, medium. He does have the outside of the foot shot, unlike Sané, which makes it better because then you know that if you get in on your weak foot, he can still he won't take it on his weak foot. He'll take it on his left foot, but he'll hit it on the outside of his boot. So it almost makes up for that lack of weak foot. Bad balance, bad stamina, but other than that, the card is very good, very fun to use, and this year just seems to be able to finesse it in to the back stick like it's a piece of cake, really. Just seems to be really, really easy on that side. So Bale is that one. Sticking actually now with the same club and the same position, and that is going to be Lucas Morrow. This is another card you can play anywhere you like. Right attacking mid, left attacking mid, right mid, centre attacking mid. He's very versatile in where he can play. Brilliant pace, brilliant dribbling, 4-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. I like this card. I hated him again at first, but I know I like him based on if I use him in champs, I'd had joy with him, and I loved him so much last year, and nothing's changed on that side of things. But got the ability to run, finishing at 79, 82 composure, attacking in position of 81, brilliant agility and balance, holds off people well as and when he can, but the strength is low at 58. But definitely a good card if you wanted to. Now, this is by far my number one player this year. If someone said to me, who should I get into my team? I've got this budget. It's this guy because he can play anywhere. He can play up front, he can play left attack mid, he can play right attack mid. That's Marcus Rashford. I really enjoy him. Really, really enjoy him. I don't actually think there's that much wrong with this card, if I'm being truthful with you. He's got 5-star skill moves, 4-star weak foot. He's high medium. He's got, again, got the ability to run, but also finish. He's got good agility, balance at 75, good stamina, good jumping, good strength. I don't know what's wrong with this one. If you guys can tell me what's wrong with this card, please do. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. The guy's good. He's got the flare shot. Not the flare shot, the flare thing. Power free kick. It does the job for me. And yes, he's more expensive this year. I bought him for 176,000 coins. He comes off the bench for me on this count, believe it or not. But definitely a card to pick up should you wish to. Now, these are going to fill up the last two roles. And this is another card that I've used. He makes my start in 11, actually. And that is going to be Sadio Mane. I like the card. I don't think he's worth the price tag, but I like the card. I think if he was 250k, I'd feel better about it. But being 4-star, brilliant pace, good stamina, good agility, good balance, finishing at 90, composure at 84. I don't, again, think there's that much wrong with this card. This guy does everything that he needs to do for a winger for me. He's got a decent physical as well, and just really, really quick on the ball and does things very, very fantastically. The only thing is, I just think, because he's a winger, I don't see enough from him to justify that price tag, if that makes sense. And if that was your budget, I wouldn't go and say, go and get that winger for that, because you might not be able to upgrade the team elsewhere. Mohamed Salah this year is phenomenal because his finesse shots are great. Like I said, he wouldn't have made my club last year. He wouldn't have made my team. I would never use him. But this year, I've used him, and the reason why I think he makes teams if you wanted him, the 3-star weak foot is a letdown because weak foot, like I said earlier on, isn't as big. It just seems to go in more. Salah works, all right? It's definitely a good card to keep an eye out for, one that you can have, and with the finesse shot, with the outside of the foot trait as well. Guys, very, very good this year. Very, very good. And the other ones that you might say is, where's Saint-Maximin and where's Messi? Saint-Maximin I use on the road to glory. I do not think you should pay the money for his inform. Messi is probably more of a central attacking mid player. I don't like him out on the right-hand side too much, but again, Messi always feels a little bit easy to shrug off the ball. His finesse shots make up for that, though. So Messi may feature in the centre attacking mid one if I get more of a chance to play with him. But at the minute, he doesn't make my wingers for me, okay? If there is any that I've missed, pop them down in the comment section below and say why you think you would like them. But remember, this is my list and who I use, and I've liked them. If I've not used any of the other wingers and they've not made the list, it's because I've not used them. You know, I can't put someone in that I've not used. As I said, that's kind of how I do my reviews. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, thumbs up is appreciated. Let me know who you want to see next, centre attacking mids or fullbacks. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.